What up, everybody? This is your boy Black Vegas, and sorry for the delay. It's been a wild couple of weeks, and I've just been going through it. So decided to just share some of the stuff that's been going on. So, positive things. I've been taking some counseling. They offer some free counseling at work, and I've been taking advantage of this. And I have to say, it has been quite helpful. I really do find that it helps to just let all this stuff out. And I highly recommend it, y'all. Like seriously, especially you know, as a black male, and it's funny because my counselor said the same thing. Okay, this is how it came about. They had this fair about all the different things that they offer at work, and they like had people there to talk to you about the different things that you may not know that you can get by working where I work at, right? And of course, one of them was, some free counseling. And I spoke with the lady, and she was speaking to us about the whole thing. And she hit a chord when she said exactly what I'm about to say now, which is most of us don't see a need to express ourselves and like talk things out and to seek, counseling. A lot of us sit there and hold all this shit in. This is especially true of black men. And I was like, when she said that, it was like I've tried to like make myself go to counseling before, and I wasn't really open to it the one or two times I've tried it. But when she said that, and I'm just thinking about all the stuff that's going on in my life and how like I don't have really a lot of people that I feel comfortable with talking about things, and those people that I do, some of them I feel like, you know, I hate to say it, but I feel like they're very judgmental. I could probably count on one hand how many people, and it wouldn't take more than maybe two fingers that I feel comfortable enough expressing myself without feeling like they're going to judge me. At the same time, I'm that type of person who I don't like to burden people, especially people that I care about. And, you know, that's part of my issues and part of the stuff that I'm talking about in counseling is that feeling like I can't reach out to people and, you know, share without being judged or being, you know, talked down to. Because it's something that has happened a lot in my life. And not going to go into too many details because I don't want to make this video too long. As I'm going to be making other videos that's going to be longer. My voice is going to be stressed at the end of the day. Just so you know, I'm like recording a lot of stuff today to catch up with what's been going on and to connect back with you guys. But so yeah, that's been helpful, and it's been helpful especially since. So first big thing that fucked me up and knocked me off center. I've been trying to get a car. Like my current living situation, I'm in the sticks basically, and I generally have to catch Uber back and forth to a train station to catch a train to work. So you can imagine shit's costly, especially since being in the area where I'm at. Like if you live here and you knew where I'm at, you'd be like, God damn, that's fucked up. Like there's really no public transportation. You can catch a bus if you're willing to walk about 30 minutes or more to a main road to get to a bus that runs once an hour, maybe once every half an hour during rush hour, and only runs up until like 6 or 7 p.m. So you have to make a concerted effort and make sure that you're like not trying to get home late or else you're gonna end up catching the Uber anyway. Um, and this is like walking a half an hour to maybe miss a bus and have to wait an hour. It just makes more sense to just suck it up and do the Uber at the same time. Uber's expensive as shit, especially since they're going up in prices and they have this whole price gouging thing that if Uber, you know how they like to do their quote unquote peak times to say it's a high demand. And then they'll jack up a trip that'll normally cost you, say, 20, $25 to be like, oh, you got to pay 80 to go this 10 minutes down the street. Shit like that. So it's been becoming increasingly harder. So I wanted to get a car. Shout out to a friend of mine. I'm not going to say their name. They helped me get together the money. I was going to go get a car for Carvana because I've done it before. Put the money down and everything. Picked the car. Was like, okay, cool. It's going to be here that Monday from the day that I did it. Then all of a sudden, I get a weird call from a local number. They're talking about you can't get the car because your previous car that like got wrecked with us, it hasn't been charged off yet. It won't be charged off till June 10th. Okay, what the fuck? You've done the pre-approval. You let me do all the stuff, and took my money. Now you're telling me I can't get the car because we forgot about this bullshit. So I'm like, okay, well, just refund me the down payment and stuff like that, and I'll try back maybe later. Wrong. They're telling me, oh, part of your down payment was a quote unquote shipping fee, and we're not giving you that back. That's non-refundable. That was like $700, $800. No, fuck you. Give me my money back. So I'm talking to the person, and I'll be honest, I'm extra emotional at this time, and I'm like losing it, tears, trying not to be too angry. And they were like, well, we'll get the manager to call you back in about 24 hours. Okay, cool. Quote unquote manager calls me back in 24 hours. Um, and fucking is basically the whole conversation goes with her basically teasing me and harassing me. And it even ends with her laughing at me, basically just saying, you're not getting your money back. We're never giving your money back. She hung up on my face after she laughed and said, you're not getting your money back. Bye. Bam. Now, in the middle of this, I had asked to talk to her manager. She said, sure, I'll have somebody call you. But that didn't sit right with me, especially the whole conversation. So I'm starting to type up this letter, and I really need to submit this to the Better Business Bureau. I'm going to get on that today. And I'm typing up this like whole report to the Better Business Bureau about this shit. And I'm looking up stuff, and I pull up the emails and correspondence, and I notice email says like if your thing is canceled within a certain amount of time, you can get that fucking $800 back. I'm like, well, she's telling me this. And then it started to click to me. It's like, something's going on. So I looked for the number to call them back on the website. And I realized it's a 1-800-188 number, whatever prefix they use. And I'm like, wait, they called me from a local number. How the fuck, why are they calling me from a local number when they have their main number? So I called the main number. I talked to the person. They're like, yeah, we can give you your money back. You actually, shit ended before the cutoff date. So yeah, and they were like, yeah, we're aware of that whole thing, and yeah, we can't approve it, so we're just gonna give you your money back. I'm like, well, these people told me on the other phone that I like couldn't, and they were like, well, where did it call from? I tell them it was like a local number. They were like, we don't use local prefixes. Who the fuck is that calling you? So they're like concerned too, because they're like, yo, block the number, which I did, because something's going on. So we're gonna send you your money back, which it took about 2 weeks, but I did eventually get my money back. And you need to like fucking like make sure not to take those calls again, and we're gonna investigate this shit because something's going on. So the long short of it is, no, I did not get the car, which fucking hurts because I really, really, really need the car, and I was really banking on that because I'm gonna start having to work weekends and maybe extra days. And I was already looking at the car as a way to actually work some extra time to make some extra money so I can get my own place. And it just threw me all the fuck off. And I'm just like in a fucked up situation trying to find a car comparable in price and stuff like that. And it's hard because everything's expensive, as you know. And so, yeah, that was that fucked up shit. Um, sorry, looking at something and but yeah, so that was that fucked up shit. And you know, flash forward to this past week, where the reason why I really feel like I need the car, I'm catching an Uber to the place I'm staying at, and it was an Uber ride from hell. This guy clearly wasn't paying attention to his GPS. He may have been high, drunk, something. I don't know what the fuck was wrong with him. But it's like three separate occasions. He's coming up to a turn where he has to be a left turn lane. He's in the right lane or in the wrong lane, and instead of just going through and let the GPS reroute and paying attention, he hit the brakes at a green light with ongoing traffic twice on two expressways. One expressway where, again, if you were local and I told you the name of this expressway, and I told you exactly where and when, like this is during rush hour, he made a stop and just sat there. Or one occasion he tried to cut off somebody in the left hand turn lane, which almost caused an accident. One occasion he went right and then did a like U turn and came through, which was a lot safer or smarter. At least he rerouted. And the third is on a part of an expressway that is so busy, and it's a 60-mile-an-hour like expressway. It's 50, but everybody goes 60 or more on this expressway. And there's two turn lanes, two straight lanes. He's in the left straight lane, just sitting at the light, and I'm yelling at him, "Go the fuck straight through! Just make a U-turn." And he's just sitting there trying to process what I'm saying, and then finally go straight through. After like 6 or 7 cars like wail at us, going by, trying to avoid us from hitting us. I'm like, yo, you're gonna fucking have me lose my life. I'm just like, I was so fucking frustrated. I'm just like, something's got to change. This shit is fucking ridiculous. So I've just been thrown off by those two things, and I apologize to you guys for not doing content, because it's just like shit's crazy, just fucking crazy, and I don't know, man. I don't know. It's wow, but the counseling has been helping, and so that's the good part. At least I have that, and yeah, I'm gonna go and grind now and do some things. I just need to get that off my chest um, with you guys and like let you know what's been going on, and hopefully things will get better. You know, looking to get the car again. May have to find some more funds, so I may have to look into other options now that I've lost out on the opportunity that I had, which really, really fucking sucks. Really, really, really fucking sucks. But it is what it is, you know. This is life. You gotta roll with it. You know what I mean? But hopefully you guys have been doing okay. We're gonna talk about a lot of things. A lot of things going on in the video game world, which I need to dedicate a whole episode of Black Vibes to. Stuff going on in the sports world, political world, life in general. Just like shit's crazy, but we're not. Again, I'm not like taking huge hiatuses. I can't do that. Again, this is something that I love. It's helpful. Even my counselor, I was telling her about this. She was saying, you need to do this because you need to start connecting back to things that you love and like treat yourself a little better. And that's what I'm going to do by doing this stuff. So, anyway, as always, you guys, feel free to hit me up. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you later. This your boy Black Magus, and I'm out. Deuces.